There was a dark, silent forest. The air was cold, and the trees whispered to each other. A boy named Ryan stood there, alone. His heart was beating fast. Thud, thud. Something was following him. He couldn't see it, but he could hear it. Footsteps, slow, careful, heavy. Who was there? Or what was there? Ryan held his breath. His legs were shaking, but he had to move. With every step, the sound behind him grew louder. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It felt like a shadow was reaching out to him, trying to grab his soul. Ryan turned around quickly, but there was nothing. The forest was empty, just darkness, just silence. He whispered to himself, maybe it's just the wind, but in his heart, he knew it wasn't. Something was watching him. He couldn't explain it, but he could feel eyes staring right into his heart. And then, a voice, a whisper. Ryan. The boy froze. The voice was soft, almost like it was calling him from far away. But who was it? How did they know his name? He turned his head again, searching, but all he saw was darkness, black shadows dancing between the trees. Suddenly, a cold hand touched his shoulder. Ryan jumped, screaming, and fell to the ground. His eyes were wide. His heart felt like it would burst. But when he looked up, there was no one there. "What's happening to me?" he whispered, tears in his eyes. The wind blew softly, and the forest whispered secrets he couldn't understand. He wanted to run, but his legs felt heavy. The night was endless, and Ryan was trapped. But deep inside, he heard another voice. This one was gentle. This one was his own. "Listen, Ryan. Just listen." And that's when he realized. The forest wasn't trying to scare him. It was speaking to him. It had stories to tell, secrets to share. The crunching footsteps were not a monster. The voice calling his name was not a ghost. They were moments. They were memories. They were memories. They were sounds waiting to be heard. Dear friends, this story is not about fear. It's about listening, really listening. Sometimes, life is like Ryan's forest. Dark, scary, mysterious. But if we stop running, if we stand still and truly listen, we can hear the most beautiful stories. Stories that touch our hearts. Stories that change our lives. Listening is powerful. Listening helps us learn. Listening helps us understand. Think about it. When you were a child, didn't you love listening to bedtime stories? Didn't the voices of your parents or grandparents make you feel safe? Their words created pictures in your mind. You could see the castles, the dragons, the heroes, and the magic, all with your ears. That's the magic of listening. Now, I want you to imagine another story. A girl named Maya. She lived in a small village. Her father was very poor, and Maya couldn't go to school. She wanted to learn, but they had no books, no teachers. One day, Maya found an old radio. It was broken, but her father fixed it for her. When she turned it on, she heard a voice. It was a man reading stories. The stories were about kings, about wars, about love, and about dreams. Maya closed her eyes and listened. Every night, she listened. The words became her teachers. The stories became her school. And slowly, Maya learned new words. She learned English. She learned the language of dreams. Years later, Maya grew up and became a teacher. She taught children who had no books. And do you know what she told them? Listening is your superpower. If you can listen, you can learn anything. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that true? When we listen to English stories, we are not just learning words. We are learning feelings. We are learning expressions. We are learning how to dream. When you listen to someone speak in English, don't just hear the words. Feel them. Close your eyes. Let the words touch your heart. Because when you truly listen, magic happens. Have you ever watched the rain? Have you listened to the sound it makes? Drip, drop, drip, drop. It's like music. It's soft, but it touches your soul. Listening to English stories is just like that. The words fall like raindrops into your mind. At first, you may not understand everything. That's okay. Just listen. Let the sounds fall gently. Let the words create music. There is no need to rush. Listening is like planting a seed. If you water it every day, it will grow. Slowly, beautifully. And one day, you will speak English without fear. You will speak with confidence. You will speak with joy. Friends, life is full of beautiful sounds. The laughter of a child. The voice of someone you love. The song of a bird in the morning. These sounds make life special. In the same way, the sounds of English stories make learning beautiful. They make learning easy. Every time you listen to a story, you are building a bridge. A bridge between you and the English language. A bridge that takes you to new places, new dreams, and new opportunities. Imagine this. One day, you are sitting in an interview. The person in front of you asks a question in English. You smile. You speak clearly. And you get the job. Why? Because you listened. You practiced. You believed in yourself. Imagine this. One day, you travel to another country. You meet people from around the world. You talk with them. You laugh with them. You share stories with them. And they say, "Wow, your English is amazing." Doesn't that feel good? But it all starts with listening. Listening is the key. Listening is the first step to learning. So, my dear friends, are you ready? Are you ready to listen to more stories? To let the words touch your heart? To let the sounds create magic in your mind? Let's do it together. Let's listen. Let's learn. And let's dream. If this story touched your heart, if it made you smile or made you feel something, I have a small request. Keep listening. Keep believing. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Together, we will make English fun. Together, we will grow. And together, we will create magic. Thank you for listening. Thank you for believing. And remember, the more you listen, the more you learn. Let's begin our journey, one story at a time.